many people would have regarded Thomas Ryan as a hero, or Thomas Bryan as a hero. Um, I think he might have taken my name because of the fact that, because my name was going from Lucifer Star to basically Brian or something like that. So I think he might have been my Belfast manager. I'm not exactly sure. Like I said, at some point in time, the German that was taking care of the Belfast shipyard was shot and killed. Basically, originally it was under German command, or my German person, which was basically doing things for me pretty much. And then I believe some black people came in there, or somebody came in there and killed my German that was there. And so um, Thomas was someone, or something like that, and some underling or something like that. And so he might have known of me as well. So, he got back in contact with me or something like that, I think, or something like that, and started running the shipyard, the same way as the German did, or something like that, or something. I don't really know. Like I said, we went through a lot together. There's a lot of bad stuff that happened. Two world wars and fighting and JFK and Nixon and the Black Plague and stuff like that. And there's a lot of bad times. The black people had decided to that they couldn't trust a white leader, and they couldn't trust a white bank, and they couldn't trust a white company. So they were trying to take it down. They're trying to take me down. So anyway, and I mean they were trying to, but it's like, um, you know. Anyway, so they might have. So I think they were supporting JFK or something like that, or something. But the Irish people, they had known me for thousands of years or something like that. Like I said, the Irish people, they went to Mexico, they went to, they went to, they went to Australia, they went to, they went all over the world for me. Anywhere there was a job, anywhere I needed them, I would ask them to go, and they would all load up into the ship like little ducklings, and they would all ship across, you know, for the White Star Lines company, and for me, and for the creator and everything. I mean, I don't know if they knew that they were working for the creator and for me, but they were building civilization and everything. At some point in time, they would probably realize what they were doing. That they're not just working for a company. They're not just working for White Star Lines, the company. They're working for Lucifer Star, the creator. It's like, yeah, well, I build civilizations. It's what I do. Anyway, though, so at some point in time, they might have started to realize that they're building civilization. It's more than just a job. This is about the future. So, I think Thomas might have gotten it. Like I said, a lot of people, a lot of people are just people, but every now and then you can start to understand or start to realize that, there's more going on than face value. You're not just, it's not just a mind, it's not just a pipeline. This is about the children of the future and the future's future. It's about the outcome of humanity, and epic and all that other stuff. And plus I had all my camera crews and everything else. I mean, you can kind of tell when it was a Lucifer Star thing, because there's all this publicity and all these people, and and sometimes my people would say things just seem to go right. We don't, some of my people would even say, we don't know why, it just seemed to all work out. There's a reason why it all works out. Well, for one thing, because of the fact that, well, like I said, I had many people working on a job site, German engineers and all kinds of other stuff, all kinds of engineering, and plus, it's about the future civilization. So, and I'm a civilization builder. I didn't just do the Earth civilization. I did civilization on 400 other planets. So, you know. So anyway, so yeah, things seem to just go right sometimes. And so yeah. And so Thomas might have realized at some point in time that basically, the White Star Alliance company is more than a company. And people might realize that too. I mean, you start digging around, you start thinking, you start looking, you start seeing what the White Star Lines company was about and what it was doing, what I was doing. It's like it's more than a company; it's a person. Anyway, yeah, I mean, some, yeah, back in the old days, I'm sure it would have been a little bit more so because it's like, yeah, epic creator. So anyway, so yeah, anyway though, and it's like a pleasant little happy surprise. It's like, hi, yeah, I'm your creator. I build civilizations. So anyway, yeah, the epic and existential and filming and films, and yes, your name is going to go down in history as a hero, as part of the epic existence of what is the human civilization. Congratulations. So anyway, yeah. So anyway, I mean, so yeah, and building secret underground bases and stuff like that, and protecting children, and and occasionally protecting a woman or two. Like I said, a lot of my people too would get, they would end up getting all kinds of wives or all kinds of love and all kinds of help because, I mean, it's like I didn't just do pipelines and everything else, and I didn't just build ships. We were the wall. we were the backbone of civilization. We're the backbone of civilization. We're the protectors of truth, justice, and well, Irish and all human way, human existence. So we're the ones that when things start going badly, we're the ones that everyone calls. We're the they rely. Everyone relies. All the little children, all the women, when they start screaming and panicking. There's people like the White Star Line Company. They look to the big companies to help, and it's like, well, yeah. Anyway, I just kind of help people, so that's also why the White Star Line Company always did better because I helped so many people, and so many people cruised on my ships. I love my ships. I did. My little boats. They're so wonderful, weren't they beautiful? All gold railings, and they used to have gold railings and everything else like that. Before Harlem and Wolff came along, my ships had gold railings and they had gold this and gold that, and there were palaces on the water. So anyway, when Harlem and Wolff and the Black Plague came around, well, the gold got stripped off, and they, So anyway, and it became plated and all that other crap because they were stealing it and all kinds of crap and tearing it down. And that's why we don't have anything nice. Anyway, but before that, yeah, gold chandeliers, gold and silver spoons, gold everywhere. And yeah, sure, a few people took a Titanic spoon home with them, or they took a knife home with them. Because my used to say Titanic. All my silverware used to be printed with the name of the ship, so it was something that I wanted done. So it'd say a Titanic or Olympic. So we kind of expected people would be taking home the silverware. So and I think we it was just a little bit of silver or something like that. Goldware. Silver and goldware. So yeah, a lot of people took the silverware and goldware. It's like, they're always taking the silverware and goldware. Well, so we just included it in the ticket price. So, because we knew they were probably going to steal this much. Anyway, we did sneaky stuff like that. That was what the White Star Line Company was about. And it's like, yes, you're going to take home souvenirs. It's fine. It's like you rode on the epic steamship Titanic or the epic steamship Olympic or the Leviathan or one of my epic ships. So, anyway, happy memories. And sometimes people cherish that spoon for the rest of their life or that knife for the rest of their life. When I heard the stories, when they told me about how people had felt about my ships, I almost cried because, you know, it was the best time of their life sometimes. So, I mean, anyway, yeah, though. People felt very strongly about my ships. So, and very strongly about me and my societies, my civilization, my towns, cities. They were devoted. Even before they knew they were devoted, they were just devoted because, it was different. Gold silverware, gold knives, chandeliers, fine dresses, music. So yeah, so happy memories. Sometimes those people would tell. I'd hear stories about those people would sometimes tell me that they would do that. Like when they got married, they took one of my cruises, and then on their anniversary they would take another cruise and stuff like that, and they would stay together for their whole lives. And have 13 or 50 kids. So I mean, there were a lot of good times, and that was me. I provided those. So yeah, it's my great idea with the mining and the steel metallurgy. I had people working on steel metallurgy so we could build steel boats in the water. I had been working on it for 5 or 10 years actually, and then there was that day when we had it. It's like, yes, I knew it. So then we built our first ships and all that. The rest is history, as they say. So anyway, I didn't mind that you were stealing and they would take the earrings too. Like the earrings, sometimes they would rent the earrings or get the earrings, and then they would take them home, but they would keep them, and they'd wear them out, and and it's like, you know,